Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review, series V's I do for the one. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I just got off work and I sure am thirsty, so I hope this is good. But we'll get into that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. I did get off work and everything, but no, this was definitely not a find or anything. This I actually picked up a couple days ago. I decided to hop on out to Aldi because I don't shop at Aldi very often. Like, I don't have anything against it. It's kind of a combination of they're a little bit more out of the way than I'm usually willing to go. And on top of that, they don't open as early as I would like. So, it's kind of that, like, just that convenience factor. But, they have pretty good items there as far as stuff is concerned. You can get some good deals. And I was looking around, seeing if there was anything, I could grab to review, and, well, I found something. Because it's boom! It's Summit Cola! Yes, indeed, Summit naturally flavored cola is, it's their branded stuff. So this is, specifically, Summit is the Aldi brand. They have energy drinks, they have other generic forms of stuff. And I've been going over there and I've been doing reviews of some of these, like, more generic, sodas and stuff like that. I've done some stuff from Walmart, and I did some stuff from, I think it was Jewel, I want to say. And I figured, fuck it, Aldi soda. Why not? I've never had Summit Cola. I'm hoping it's good. It's got to be good, right? It's cola. But let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like that. Ha 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 ha. Let's try out some Summit Cola. I mean, really all it needs to do is just taste like a cola. As long as it does that, I'm probably going to be pretty happy with it. It smells like a cola, but it doesn't have, like, the strength of scent that, like, a Pepsi or a Coke does. Let's give it a go. Ooh. Okay. That was a interesting taste exploration. I mean, the initial hit isn't bad. In fact, I would honestly say that the initial hit is pretty nice. Like, it tastes like a fairly proper cola. Like, it's got some oomph to it. Whereas comparatively, like, when I did a review of the Sam's Choice Cola from Walmart, or Sam's Club Cola, or whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm talking about. That had kind of a weaker flavor to it than this. I think this, I don't have it right here next to it to compare. Maybe I'll do a comparison video at some point, if that's what you folks want to see. I'm just saying, toss the idea out there to me. But yeah, it starts off nice, but then it really kind of takes a weird turn. It has almost like a dirty taste to it. Like, it just, yeah, it has like a weird, almost like sharp bitterness that kind of hits in the middle of the flavor. Like, it's, again, the initial thing, actually really nice. Like it. It's got a nice cola flavor. And it drinks nice too. Like, it drinks like a cola with some oomph, which, for a budget cola, and I mean, this was about the same as the Walmart branded cola, so, around the same price tag. Yeah, that was a nice thing, because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something similar to the Walmart stuff. But about midway through, it just takes this weird turn, and it's like it's not like it becomes, like, drastically bitter or anything, but it just right in the middle. It's like a steak of just, like, this weird, dirty kind of bitterness sort of hits. And it doesn't, like, last for the rest of it, but it's sort of like kind of underneath it. I don't know. It's very weird. Mm, mm. Yeah, and then there's like almost a secondary hit of it. I mean, folks, if you watch my channel, you know I love contrasting flavors. Um, I'm a big fan of, things that can kind of, got some complexity to it and everything. I think that's what they were going for with this, was like trying to give it a little extra personality. But at least for me personally, it's just too jarring from what I'm expecting from a cola. I mean, a cola doesn't have to be, sickeningly sweet or anything like that. Even if you go to, like Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's got layers of flavor to it. This, I think they were trying for layers, but I think they went over there and hit a bit of a sewage line instead of digging deeper into the flavor fountain. Because yeah, it's not an overall terrible soda. Like I'm not hating it or anything, but like it's disappointing because I really do like the first part of it, but then the second half of it is just muddy and not the most pleasant thing ever. No, I don't like that. I do not like that flavor shift. I'm sure I could learn to live with it, but such a shame because they really nailed the front end of that. It's like almost like a weird little bitter sourness kind of thing. I don't know. I don't like that. All right. Well, two questions have to be asked though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, when you're talking about like budget sodas, is it as good as like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or, even RC? I like RC a lot personally. Is it up there with those? No. I'll give them a lot of credit. Going back to the question, would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Probably not, and maybe. Like, I'm not going to give it any type of ringing endorsement because it's a very flawed soda. Like, it has some really nice elements to it. If they could have managed to just maintain that beginning flavor and kept that throughout, that would have been a genuinely really nice budget soda. That would have been, like, that would have kicked the shit out of the Walmart stuff easily. But because it does have that flavor shift, for me personally, while it's not an outright deal breaker, like I'm not going to go inside and throw away the rest of the fucking 12-pack that I bought. And when you consider that it's, about half the price of what you're going to be paying for the name brand stuff. But for me, I don't think I would get it again. I think, realistically, I'd probably get the Sam's Club or whatever the fuck, the Sam's Choice or whatever the fuck it is from Walmart. I think I'd probably get that again before this. Even if the flavor doesn't have as much oomph, it's a more consistent flavor, and it's something I can just, even if I'm not wowed by it, I can just sort of live with it. It can just be a budget soda. Whereas with this, it just, yeah, I don't know, even though it kind of evens itself out in the overall, because again, it does have that nice aspect and it does have that less than nice aspect. It's just, yeah, I think I just prefer something more consistent. And if I'm recommending it to somebody, yeah, it's just, I personally think that there's better budget sodas out there, but I could see why certain people would like this. It does have a decent cola flavor to it, and like I said, credit where it's due. I think it has that oomph to it that a lot of other budget sodas don't. But it's just that tail end of things that it's hard for me to recommend it, but for other people, they might be willing to go for it. You're paying $4 for a 12-pack, that ain't half bad. Maybe give them a try. If nothing else, if you have an Aldi near you or something like that, maybe you don't have a Walmart nearby, it's not horrendous or anything, and, I always like to go to the option of, like, if you're throwing a party or some shit or whatever, or barbecue or something, get a couple of these, toss them in some ice. People are lounging at your place for free anyway. It works in that capacity, but it's not anything I can give a ringing endorsement to. It's one of those things, again, I think I'd probably go with the Walmart stuff before this, but that's just me. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. Give yourselves a truly proper colotastic rest of your life. I mean, let's be honest, folks. As much as, it's nice to save a buck, I ain't saying, trust me. Trust me. I will say this, it's nice when you can just enjoy the real deal, That's just, because it's just, or maybe that's just me. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, let me know if there's any other budget sodas that you want me to check out, I mean, not every supermarket has their own branded stuff. Some of them just do the name brand stuff. Some of them, they have their own versions of things. Like I said, I've done Aldi, I've done Walmart, I want to say I did Jewel. I could be wrong on that. I know I did another one. I do so many of these reviews, I can't remember exactly which one it was. But yeah, toss out some suggestions, please. I'd really be interested to, to try out some other ones eventually. And to that end, let me know if, these like budget reviews are something that you want me to continue to invest in, or if there's something that, I could just kind of keep to myself and just buy my budget soda when I need to. Let me know. Bye.